Hello, my name is Heidi Ellsworth, and we are back on the Coffee Shop Soundstage at FRSA, sponsored by QXO. And we are looking at a group of awesome contractors, QXOs over folks, and our very good friend James with BITEC here to talk. Well,
This is crazy.
I know. So many people, and it's going to be welcoming you into our soundstage as we're visiting with Shane. So much is going on, but let's start with introductions. So, Shane, can you introduce yourself and tell us about BTEC?
Absolutely. First of all, I want this space next to you.
Okay,
This is the
great.
best space.
We have our secrets.
Yeah. I'm Shane Millwood. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing at BITEC. BITEC's a modified bitumen manufacturing organization that has been around since 1986. We also have an extensive line of roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and repair products for the service part of the roofing industry. Uh, Today, in our booth, we're showcasing all things BITEC. So please stop by booth number 1110, so 1110.
Yeah.
And we also have Chad the Magic Man.
I love Chad the Magic Man at all the shows.
He's fantastic. Yeah, it's either him or David always,
Yeah.
and those guys, they're worth stopping by and taking a look at.
They are. It's really good. And the products overall. I have to tell you, Shane, I know you probably heard this many times before, but my very first show in 1994 at the International Roofing Expo, which was then NRCA, right? I was setting up the booth for Malarkey, and David was setting up the booth for PTEC. David's now president.
David Allen is our CEO, actually.
CEO. He is the CEO of BTEC. So we both come a long ways, and BTEC's always had he always helped me. Like I could always go over and say, David, you have this, you have that, or just sit, talk about the world. So
David Allen was at BTEC the first day, and David is still there.
yeah, he's still there. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, we always laugh about it. It's like, okay, we've shared a career here. So okay, I love the BTEC products. When you go back to the original product, I've always been a huge fan because I love the decorative. The decorative. I look at all the hotels that I am frequently at lately, and I look down and I'm like, oh, I should have used VTech on that roof. It would have been so much prettier. Tell us a little bit about some of those traditional products and really things that no one else does. The patterns, the colors that you had with your single ply.
Well, with our modifieds, right?
Modifieds, yeah.
Yeah, we do a mineral design on our APP modifieds and on our cap sheets. Very unique. We can do brick patterns, we can do camouflage, we can do just about anything with it. It's crazy.
I love it.
But we do like to do it in our APP.
Yeah.
It's a little stronger, doesn't get quite as soft as SBS does.
Right.
And when you're putting a product like that down that's designed to look a certain way, it's important that it stays intact throughout the installation process. And once the installation process is over, it could be any sheet. But we do like to do it in our APP, which is what we were kind of built on anyway, was our torch rolls.
Right.
So yeah, mineral design by BITEC. If you want something that's a little different, unique for your building, we're the team to call.
That's it. And then I know just in the last couple of years, you've brought on a lot of new products. You brought on, sorry, I shouldn't have said single ply before. It was modified. Now you've brought on single plies. You've also brought on your coatings. How has that been to like really expand that product offering, and what's the response you're getting from contractors?
Great question. So that was all part of dynamic planning and a merger, right?
Right.
So BITEC inherited the Stormbreaker coating line, and BITEC had a coating line, and so we just merged them together. We kept the Stormbreaker line. We brought over the Stronghold single ply line in the merger as well. I think the biggest part of that reception, that's the question you asked, is we are almost a one-stop shop for the roofing contractor.
Yes, yeah, and you have loyal contractors who have been with you, well,
long time.
a long time, a long time. And so to be able to offer all this, Stormbreaker right now is one of your big initiatives, and I'm sure it's in the booth. You're talking about it a lot. We're talking a lot about it on the coffee shops. Talk to us a little bit about that product line.
So in our Stormbreaker coatings line, we offer acrylics, we offer SEBS, which is a rubber-based product, really good for metal. We offer the urethane line, but we also offer 100% silicones, high solid silicones roofing coating. Basically all inclusive. A lot of companies have silicones, a lot of companies have acrylics, one or two of the others, but we offer all of them. We also offer the black products, asphalt resaturants, coal tar pitch resaturants. That's not in the Stormbreaker lineup, but it is part of the BITEC lineup.
Right. So really, like you said, it's one stop.
It is.
Whatever the contractor needs, whatever, even more important, what the customer needs, they can find as they're going through that.
You and I talked about that on the podcast recently. You know, our strategic objective is to go build relationships with really good contractors that care about the end product, which is the end user.
Right.
And when we can satisfy the pains of the customer, which is not the contractor, but the end user, and we do that in tandem with each other, and it's just a successful day for everybody.
It is. And it's really, your end users are both commercial and residential. So you have contractors that are doing both commercial and residential and a combination of those. Which are a little bit different, but it all comes back down to customer service and the right solution.
Yes, the right solution. So you kind of segued over to the residential side right there. She's so good at what she does. But yes, just in the last couple of months, because we've always had our self-adhered rolls, modified rolls, and on most shingled homes, there's some low slope areas that self-adhered modifiers are used in.
Yeah.
And we're a big player in that market, and we've always had a 1.5 square roll. And just a couple months ago, we launched our 2 square roll because the industry has been yelling at us. The contractors have been saying you've got to get a 2 square roll, so we have a 2 square roll.
Yeah. So. And it's great. I mean, and you're right. I mean, and that's, okay, I'm going to circle all the way back. But if you think about it on homes, when you have your shingles and then you want to have something decorative there, you have it, right? Whether it's or the colors that match the shingles if you want solid. So there's all these kind of solutions, whether that's going to be self-adhered, torch, APP, all of it.
We build modified, like I said, any of those delivery products, whether it's self-adhered, cold process, hot, or torch, them all in 14 colors.
Okay.
So we can match almost anything. And then we do have the niche mineral design.
I know. I love that. I know. The little
next time we meet, I'm going to bring a little.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah, I'm going to bring a little.
I love that stuff. Sometimes the old stuff is like new, right? It's so cool.
It is.
Yeah. And when you think about it with the HGTV era we're in, you should have interest.
Well, I'm on Roofers Coffee Shop, where now this is fantastic. It's the coffee shop.
The coffee
yes,
shop.
I love that. The rebrand here is fantastic.
Thank you.
And so, I'm kind of on HGTV for roofing.
Wow, that's compliment. Feeling very good about this right now. Well, Shane, thank you. You just made my day. Thank you for being here. You can find all this information on the BITEC directory on Roofers Coffee Shop. Check it out. There's such great information and a wealth of knowledge that is decades old. So really something you can bring to your business to make a huge difference. So thank you, and thank you so much again.
This line has not got any shorter.
It is not any shorter. Should we say hi to everybody out there?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Right here. Okay.
Thank you for having me, Heidi.
We'll be back in a minute. Taking on the sound stage, and she'll be right here.